A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Once again, this is the last tutorial of this chapter, Print Culture in the Modern World. That is part 8, what we are going to start. And we will finish the chapter today with the name of the Almighty. So latest topic, new topic is about the new forms of publication that is continued from the last tutorial. So we were learning about the woman and print, the relation between the print and the woman. So women started printing about their lives also. And in Punjab, Ram Chadda published Stri Dharma Vichar to teach women how to be obedient wives. So Ram Chadda has published Stri Dharma Vichar to teach women that how should they lead their wife, and how should they be polite while listening to their husbands, how they should be obedient, how they can become obedient wives. So that was the teachings or the instruction maybe there in that Stri Dham Vichar, instruction to become how to become obedient wives. So Ram Chadda published that one. The Khalsa Tract Society published similar to that book. They published cheap booklets with a similar message. The Khalsa Tract Society in Punjab, you can say, and many of these were in the form of dialogues about the qualities of good women. So people started printing and giving instruction to the women that how they can become a good woman and a good wife, obedient one. And in Bengal, an entire area in central Calcutta known as the Batala, the Batla was devoted to the printing of such popular books. So remember the name of that place in Bengal, Batla, known as which is in Kolkata. Now it is named as Kolkata, but previously it was known as Calcutta. So it was devoted to the printing of such popular books in Bengal, and one could buy cheap editions of religious tracts and scriptures. Remember, cheap editions at lower price. You can get those religious tracts and even scriptures, as well as literature that was considered obscene. Even you can find such literature also which is considered obscene, that is asleel, and even scandalous means shameful literature or novels. This type of scriptures were also available. Peddlers, those who used to move from one place to other place and for selling the items, so those peddlers took the Batla publication to the homes of those women and even everyone, enabling women to read them in their leisure time. So really, if you can't go to the market, okay, the peddlers are coming to your door and you purchase the book and go through them. So let us move to our next topic, that is print and the poor people. Very cheap small books started coming in the market in the 19th century, and the reason only is that so that the poor people can also buy them. That was the main reason. So that's why cheap small books were coming out in the 19th century for those poor people also. And in the early 20th century, public library were also set up in many places, which expanded the access of books to the common people. Now common people can go to the library and quench their thirst of reading and getting information, knowledge. Even they can borrow the books also. From late 19th century, important issues like caste discrimination began to be written. That is quite important, my dear students. Caste discrimination के बारे में भी लोगों ने लिखना शुरू कर दिया अब. Jyotiba Phule, great lady, the Maratha pioneer of low caste protest movement. She was one of the pioneer and great. Jyotiba Phule. Sorry, is a male one. Jyotiba Phule, the Maratha pioneer of low caste protest movement, wrote about the injustice of the caste system in his book Gulam Giri in the year 1871. Remember the name of the writer and the book, my dear students. I am going to have one match the following with you all regarding this slide. From this slide, Jyotiba Phule, Maratha pioneer, wrote about low caste protest movements, and he wrote it in his book known as Gulam Giri in the year 1871. B.R. Ambedkar in Maharashtra and E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar in Madras wrote powerfully on caste in the 20th century. So that is the proof that people started writing about the caste discrimination, caste system of India. This is B.R. Ambedkar, you can see over here, and even E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, you can see him. Even this man also wrote about the caste discrimination which was prevailing in India. So they started writing in the 20th century. Kashi Baba, remember the name? A Kanpur mill worker, he was a worker in the mill, wrote and published Chote aur Bade ka Sawal, the name of the book. Who wrote? Kashi Baba. Who was he? A Kanpur mill worker. He wrote about Chote aur Bade ka Sawal in 1938 to show the links between the caste and class exploitation. कास्ट और क्लास की वजह से जो एक्सप्लॉइटेशन होता है उसके बारे में उन्होंने लिखा, काशी बाबा ने. कौन थे ये? कानपुर के मिल वर्कर. रोट अबाउट the exploitation which is prevailing in the society between caste and class. So he wrote his in his book known as Chote aur Bade ka Sawal. The poems of another Kanpur mill worker. चलो कानपुर वाले बहुत अच्छे हैं, लिख रहे हैं. कानपुर मिल वर्कर एक और थे जिन्होंने लिखा, wrote under the name of Sudarshan Chakra. So he wrote under the name Sudarshan Chakra. Between 1935 and 1955, means in these 20 years, were brought together and even published in collection called Sachi Kavitaएं. So Sachi Kavitaएं is the name of the collection and name of the book is what? Sudarshan Chakra. तो उन्होंने बहुत सारी सीरीज में लिखा है. कानपुर मिल वर्कर, he wrote in the form of the poems, है ना? So were brought together and published in the collection Sachi Kavitaएं. Let us move ahead. Kesari is a Marathi newspaper founded by Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, prominent leader of the Indian independence movement. Yes, right, in 1881. And he wrote about the Punjab revolutionaries who were deported in the year 1907. So this is a long history about the Punjab revolutionaries who were forcefully deported, means sent out from their state in the year 1907. So Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he wrote in his Marathi newspaper known as Kesari. So remember the name, remember the year. By 1930s, Bangalore cotton mill workers set up libraries. So these cotton mill workers set up libraries for them so that they can educate themselves. So really that is a great work, good work for them. Let us have this match the following. Please solve this in 2 minutes. And I will share the answer with you all. रसुंदरी देवी को मैच करना है आपको, किसके साथ करना है? आप देखें छोटे और बड़े का सवाल, ऑप्शन इज देयर. केसरी, अमर जीवन, सच्ची कविताएं. सुदर्शन चक्र is also there. Kashi Baba, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Please solve it. And here is the answer, my dear students. Rasundari Devi wrote Amar Jeevan, that is her autobiography. Sudarshan Chakra, that is written in the series known as collection known as Sachi Kavitaएं. And Kashi Baba, mill worker, wrote a book in his book Chote aur Bade ka Sawal. And Bal Gangadhar Tilak wrote in his famous newspaper Kesari about the Punjab revolutionaries. So that is the answer, my dear students. Match it and have it. And that is the last topic of the chapter, print and censorship. Before 1798, the colonial government was too concerned with censorship. They were not too much concerned with censorship. They were not worrying that no one is printing a lot, nothing is going against the government. So they were not too much concerned. But it took measures against Englishmen in India who criticized company misrule and hated the actions of particular company officers. But they started taking steps against those Englishmen who were living in India and criticizing them only, criticizing the company misrule, and even hated the actions of particular company officers also. So government started taking actions against the people who were criticizing the company. Company was worried as criticism can impact trade monopoly in India. So they were having trade monopoly in India, that we all know. They were selling many products in India which could not be sold by other people. So they were just believing that this type of criticism can impact, asar pad sakta hai unke monopoly business pe. The company was thinking. And by 1820s, the Calcutta Supreme Court passed certain regulations to control press freedom. So Calcutta Supreme Court did a great job, passed some limitations or regulations to control the press freedom. Now means people can express their views in the newspaper according to the Supreme Court. The company began encouraging publication of newspapers that would celebrate British rule. कंपनी भी यहाँ पर काम करने लगे, encourage करने लगे वैसे न्यूज़पेपर्स को जो ब्रिटिशर्स के फेवर में लिखते थे. So they were just encouraging those newspapers. In 1835, many urgent petitions by the editors of English and local language newspaper, Workala newspapers. They were forced. The government of British government was forced, and Governor General Bentinck agreed to revise press laws. He agreed, okay, I will give some freedom. And Thomas Macaulay, a liberal colonial official, formulated some new rules that restored the earlier freedom of expressing their views by the help of media. So Thomas Macaulay का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. He helped, and after the revolt of 1857, the attitudes to freedom of the press again changed because of the revolt in the year of 1857. You might have gone through this revolt, details of this revolt of 1857. So the freedom was restored, and freedom को फिर से छीन लिया गया after that revolt. Vernacular newspapers became nationalist. So the colonial government wanted measures to control them also. Vernacular means local newspapers जो है धीरे धीरे वो क्या हो देशभक्त हो रहे थे. They were printing about the nationalist messages. So colonial government started and they wanted to control those newspapers also. So what they have come up with, the Vernacular Press Act, to control such newspapers who were becoming nationalist. In 1878, the Vernacular Press Act was passed, and it was on the model of the Irish press laws. So Britishers was following the Irish laws, and they passed this Vernacular Press Act. And let us see what was that. This Vernacular Press Act provided the government with extensive rights to censor reports. यानी कि कोई भी रिपोर्ट पब्लिश होने से पहले परमिशन लेना होगा उसको गवर्नमेंट से. That is the right to censor report, and editorials also in the vernacular press. Means अगर आपको कुछ publish करना है, कोई editorial column है, कोई report है, then you will have to take permission from the government. So they gave them this right to censor. Government kept regular track of the vernacular newspapers which were published in different provinces of the government. They were keeping the track, means they were just having an eagle eye on the newspaper's report. And if such report repeated, the newspaper was warned. अगर उनके खिलाफ कोई लीक रहा है न्यूज़पेपर में तो पहले तो warning मिलता है, and if the warning was ignored, then the press was liable to be seized and the printing machinery removed. अगर फिर भी नहीं सुनेंगे तो printing press को seize कर दिया जाएगा and printing machinery will be taken by the government. So that was the threatening that was written in the act, Vernacular Press Act. Despite repressive measures, इतना रोकने के बाद भी nationalist newspapers grew in numbers in all parts of India, and ये newspaper जो है और बढ़ते चले गए, grew in numbers in different parts of India. Despite of all these particular Vernacular Press Act, they reported, these nationalist newspapers reported on colonial misrule, about their misrule, and they encouraged the nationalist activities also. तो न्यूज़पेपर जो है यानी मीडिया अब जो है किसके साथ है, नेशनलिस्ट के साथ, देशभक्तों के साथ. When Punjab revolutionaries were deported in the 1907, in the year 1907, Bal Gangadhar Tilak wrote with great sympathy about those Punjab revolutionaries in his newspaper Kesari. We just discussed in the previous one, which led to his imprisonment in the year 1908. Bal Gangadhar को क्या imprisonment यानी जेल भी जाना पड़ा because of his writings in favor of those revolutionaries of Punjab. He was just giving sympathy. This led to his imprisonment in 1908. Provoking in turn widespread protest all over India, और जिसके वजह से अगर उनको imprisonment जेल जाना पड़ा, and because of that there was protest all over in India because they wanted to revolt against the decision of imprisoning Bal Gangadhar Tilak in the year 1908. So the conclusion from the chapter is what that print culture were also used to create nationalism in India, to spread the message of nationalism in India. Print culture was also used. That is the conclusion, that print culture was also took in use and helped to spread the message of nationalism in India. That is all from this chapter, my dear students. If you are new to this channel, then please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial of the next chapter. Please share it with your friends and others. Please don't forget to comment and pass it to others also. Stay at home, stay safe. May God bless you all, my dear students.